When I was contesting, I was running on a 4-pillar model where I'd anchored my campaign. For the benefit of the listeners, you remember the first pillar was the restoration of rule of law in the parliament. The second was equity and inclusivity. The third was responsiveness to the aspirations of the people of Uganda. And the fourth was accountability. And when we contested, Honorable Oboth, the Right Honorable Speaker, got more votes than me. He was declared a speaker. I conceded. But when you look at the statement Honorable Oboth came up with, he embeds the 4 pillars I raised in his seven points he has to act on. Simplistically, one would say I lost a vote. But I articulated an alternative vision for Parliament of the opposition, for which wholeheartedly the Right Honourable Speaker took on all the 4 points. If you watched when I was congratulating him, all of us as the opposition, we said we throw our weight behind you for reasons that our alternative vision forms part of what you intend to do. And apparently, what only changed actually is the physical person winning. But if you are a bit analytical and a serious thinker, you'd realize that all the pillars on which I had anchored my campaign forms part of what is guiding the speaker now. So I would say, that's why I say I won in terms of the alternative vision. This forms part of what the Right Honourable Speaker thinks that's how Parliament should be ran. And like when I talked about budget discipline, reallocating money and corporate responsibility to committee, this is what he's talking about. So it would only be for someone who doesn't pay a lot of attention to detail who would say, oh, Mwiru lost. You know, that's what makes me to say that I won the election.
Let me ask, is that how bad the 11th Parliament had become? How bad the Parliament that Honourable Nakut Faith has been in had become, that you have opposition and NRM rallying behind the same points, that when they raise the points with which they are running on, they are so similar?
Yeah, to the extent that we said we not inhale the badge of dishonor. We all that guided us, all of us, and you see when you had the right officer saying, no, we need a reset. You understand? And we have tried even to demystify this issue of people becoming rulers when they are leaders, that everybody fears to say anything. That's why we have us and the Right Honourable Speaker. The lines are known, they are drawn, that we are very submissive to his leadership as the Speaker, but we cannot again be manipulated. That one he knows. And we accord each other mutual respect. We take him as our leader. Actually, we do total submission as far as the administration of Parliament is concerned. But we don't go below certain standards.
Let me ask you. The Honourable Jacob Oboth is running on a budget already inflated by the former speaker, because she thought she'd be the one in position. Over 20 billion budget of the office of the speaker. And then you add on the deputy speaker, leader of opposition and all. You already have a speaker who pledges loyalty to both NRM and PLU, a pressure group from the NRM.
Yes.
Why do you think this speaker is going to be different? What gives you courage to think that this speaker will be different?
I had the benefit of working with Honourable Oboth under the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. He was my chair. But also too, and most important, when the interface, we showed him where the flaws are. And if you remember, when I made the declaration to run as the speaker, we clearly pointed where the problem is. And between me and you, you'll agree with me that the performance of Parliament is not about the speaker. Just like the performance, for instance, in the opposition, the performance of the leader of opposition is not about him as a person, but it's about the team he leads, the committees. And I think what the Right Honourable Speaker has been very clear even during our orientation, he has the powers to reallocate resources within to where the money is needed. And from what I've gathered, I think as a parliamentary commission, the budget is going to be passed, but we are going to reallocate the money to committees where work is done, and he has said that we are wait to see.
Right. Honorable Nakut Faith,